Hi, this is John Clark from LifeToSuccess.com. In this video, I have a question from one of our subscribers. It says, I've set my goal, but the time doesn't seem right to get started. What do I do? This is another common mistake when it comes to setting goals and getting to goal accomplishment. So, what do you do when you feel the time isn't right? Well, you get started anyways. To be honest, the time's never going to be right. If we wait for the perfect time to get started, you'll never get started. So, there'd be phrases like when the kids graduate, or when the new year rolls around, or next Monday, next month, when I retire. This list can go on forever. The point is, it's important. If it's important enough for you to set the goal to begin with, it's important enough for you to get started on that goal now. Not a week from now, not next week, not the following month, not the new year. Now. Now, again, let's not go from an extreme and say, well, what if I want to start a ski slope and it's the middle of summer? Okay, understood. But there are still things you can do to prepare so when the snow does fly, you're ready to go for business. So let's just say that this is a weight loss goal or time management goal, or something specific that you're trying to improve your life upon. Number two, we also, when we start to set a goal in our minds, we always start to think about how the people around us are going to react. So we're waiting for them to be right for us to start our goal. Again, it'll never happen. So you might as well get used to that fact right away and just get started anyways. You're going to find that the biggest resistance to you achieving your goals, aside from yourself, are the people around you, because they're used to the way you are and they don't want to change. So when you change, it requires them to change, and they don't want to change. So they're going to be resisting, and they're going to be wanting you to deal with them in the same way that you always have. But when you start to make improvements in your life, things have to change for you, and that includes the way you interact with people, especially the people that have been that are always around you. Now, keep in mind that a lot of people get away from achieving their goals simply from the fact that they're getting this resistance from the people around them. So, number one, make sure that you give the people around you room to change along with the change that you're going to go through. Be patient with them as you go through this process, because they're used to you in a certain way. And for someone like me, who has set goals and reset goals and started goals and reset goals, the people around me have seen this cycle before. So, and one of the things that I've come to the conclusion is that a lot of the times I may have stopped short because of the people around me being very, and not I use resistance because that's what it really comes down to. But they've seen this before, and they've seen me start, and they've seen me stop, and they, so they've gone through this before. So in order for them to catch up, you need to, number one, you need to not stop with what you want to do. And then number two, you need to give them time to catch up to the new you. And this requires patience on your end. And you can't, when the people are resisting you around you, or what feels like resistance from the people around you, you need to take the time and give them, and be patient with them as you process through this. And as you become better in the person you want to become, then the people around you, once they see how committed you are to reaching this goal, then they'll start to come around as well. And in my estimation, I look at this as it's a test. It's a test to see if you have the resolve necessary to push through and achieve your goal. So when setting the goal, don't delay. Delaying to start a goal is no different than procrastination. It's the same thing. And unfortunately, when we procrastinate and we delay setting goals, that becomes a habit that becomes very hard to break. So make sure that you resist the urge to wait for everything to be perfect and everyone around you to be perfect, because that's never ever going to happen. So get that out of your mind right now and just set your goal and start on it right away. this becomes a habitual way that you think and a habitual way of you doing things. Um, and it's all about habits. So below this video is a link to the habit busting system. Take a few minutes, check out the videos on that page, and if it's something you feel will benefit you in and your life, make sure to click the link and take advantage of that program. Again, as always, this is John Clark from Life to Success, and I appreciate